every night is like a daze. But oh, I feel embraced, yes, I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. Oh, every night is like a daze. But oh, I'm feeling braced. Yes, I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. Yeah, I'm feeling stuck, maybe out of luck. I'm falling in and out of time. I hope that you come home, please pick up the phone. I need to know if you are fine. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. Oh, every night is like a daze. But oh, I feel embraced. Yes, I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken.
We wait for the monsoon. The perfect storm will come soon. The water is rising higher as we turn towards the sky. Naked and breathing, your mouth so close, I feel it. And gravity is pulling me again towards the center now. Let the rain fall, come falling down. I just wanna know I can trust you now. 'Cause some things are bigger than
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing today? We have the Embers of Victory tournament semifinals right now. We're going to be having an incredible matchup, and I'm really excited. And I've got my homie over here, Jake, aka Sudden Death. How you doing, Jake?
Doing absolutely fantastic. Sparing you guys a semi-attractive face for tonight, not cracking any expensive screens. You just got the sexy voice for chilling. Looking forward to hopping into this semifinals match between Privilege and Unbreakable. We starting out here on a good map, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to wait and see what that map is. The teams are almost ready to go too. I think I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the tournament, and hopefully by the time I finish that, everybody will finish all the recording and making sure nobody's cheating, and we'll be good to get this show on the road. So the Embers of Victory tournament is essentially two mini tournaments running side by side. So we have the North American and South American region, and then the EU and Asia region. And this way, there's less server conflicts by having a just any team being able to play any team. You're not running into an issue where you're playing on NA and one person's in Asia, and then the pings all whack. Just trying to keep pings fairly close for a more fair tournament.
Yep.
SA for this weekend, and the bracket should be popping up here on screen. Now the prizes consist of $1,200, $500 to the winning team on the NASA bracket, and then $500 to the winning team on the EU Asia bracket, and then $100 for the second place team on each bracket. In addition to that, that's not all that these teams are competing for. There will be a mobile esports emblem, 40,000 in-game credits split among the winners, as well as G Fuel products and MES credits for the MES store, which you can get access to by signing up for the mobile esports bot. Link is in the video description down below. If you haven't yet already joined the mobile esports Discord and signed up, you definitely want to do that. You're missing out if you haven't already joined our Discord server. That being said, though, we should be ready to hop in here in just a minute. We just got the "Are we ready?" question and then a yes response from one of the team captains. So I think we're about to dive right in.
Cool. So, of course, today we have the Embers of Victory tournament semifinals, Privilege versus Unbreakable. And, of course, Jake just went through the nitty-gritty details of the Embers of Victory tournament in Critical Ops. We're going to go into this matchup very soon. Are we live, Jake?
We're knifing, it looks like.
We're knifing? Okay. So real quick, while they're knifing, we're going to go over some of the team stats really quickly. So I'll leave them on the board right there. But just a quick note, we have the highest KD will be on Plaza rather. And that is going to Privilege. That's a very nice 1.5 for that map on the Privilege side of things. In terms of the player KD though, looking at both sides, you can also see that Scott also has a 1.5 KD for Privilege. So, you know, KD doesn't tell the whole story, but if you're looking towards the bottom of the, well, I wouldn't say barrel, but bottom of the leaderboard, we'll go with that scoreboard. The KD definitely does favor Privilege, but of course, these are the semis, so we're going to have a tough matchup. Best of 3, Privilege versus Unbreakable, coming up very soon. We'll have to wait and see, folks.
Should be hopping in just a minute. Knifing has finished, although we're waiting for the final restart to come in. I'm trying to figure out what is going on there.
I'll leave those stats for y'all just a little bit longer until we can get this matchup started. Embers of Victory tournament, Privilege versus Unbreakable, best of 3. We will be playing on Grounded map number 1, and that will be started here momentarily, folks. Appreciate your patience and thank you for tuning in. Yo, YSL, what's up? How you doing there?
Yo. All right, match has restarted, and we're going to go ahead and get into this, folks. As Crosby spoiled it for you, we're heading over to Grounded.
I apologize there.
No, I know I was gonna wait till they got into the map, but you know, I mean, it's Grounded. What'd you expect for map number 1?
It's true, and we got
really.
Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, never mind. My mistake. We're good to go. Keep going, and yeah.
Privilege here on the CT side. Unbreakable starting out on the T's, and it seems like T's have chosen the B side to go ahead and start pushing down on. Everybody's nice and grouped up here. Watching Clone right now, the MR96 in hand, kicking a little Western style. Hopefully he doesn't have a cowboy hat on. Might give him away as he pops out here through B long. Seems like there's a CT player sticking over there by the control tower. Looks like the T's are making a little bit of noise here and should push out and get this bomb planted over here by the site. Looks like it's pretty much uncontested right now.
Yep.
Grenade coming in over top of Mantis's head. Looks like both these players are
Oh,
gonna avoid it.
Wallbang
Mantis actually
Scott!
gets dropped.
Jeez Louise, Scott coming up over here towards mid and then just one taps and wall bangs. And this is, wow, bomb's down. 5v2. Bomb is down, but you're dwindling in terms of player count. And one player left. It's definitely gonna be probably not gonna be in their favor. And bomb's being defused. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a CT side win with Vape closing that out, and Butterfly takes the L right there and then.
Catching his breath, helping his team, putting the first point there on the board. Still, T's were able to get the bomb planted there, so there's a couple hundred extra bucks invested over to your account. Can help you get some Kevlar for this round number 2 here. We'll see what they can do. I like the way they pushed that B site. They just weren't able to hold after they got that. I mean, really, once they gave their position away, they weren't able to hold it.
Yeah.
They got the bomb down, but there's only a couple players up alive by the time they even get the bomb down. So A is decided
Oh,
towards this time.
Scott
Scott already
again!
doubled it up, opened up big time, and Scott's in there with the quad. Man, the Butterfly getting dropped by SA-58.
Oh my goodness, Scott with a double nade, just grinding that nade, saying, "Hey, here, hold this present I got for you," and then finishing off like you mentioned there with a 4K. Wow.
Yeah, and vape like some
Stole his
moldy
ace.
cheese there on a sandwich just in between that kill feed, man.
Yup. All right,
Fantastic
seeing
first couple rounds here.
a bit of a split yet again. 3 players towards B for the CTs and 2 going towards A. Holden pre-firing is spoken, but they don't exactly know where the other team is. They're still just kind of feeling each other out, trying to get some map control, inching forward slowly. We have Butterfly and Geneva peeking up over here slowly, just shoulder peeking, trying to get a little bit of an advantage. Nothing going on so far. Minute 12 left in this round. Round number 3, of course, of the semifinals. Privilege versus Unbreakable in the mobile esports Embers of Victory tournament, brought to you by Critical Force, as well as Mobile Esports and G Fuel Energy Formula. Thanks for having us, folks.
Watching Clone right now. HK bomb in hand. T's working the clock here, only 47 seconds here. Still a good amount of time to work with, but you got to be careful. Don't want to let this clock dwindle down too much further, or you're going to catch yourself in a sticky situation. Body count board here, 4v4. Quick little trade going out over there on the A site. Seems like the T's are going to make a bunch of noise over here towards A and let this bomb push up. Oh, I take that back. Bomb is now following up right behind his teammates. Oh, it's Vape Man sitting there on the cart, just nailing him.
He went out to his
that
death.
cloud of vapor water. Is that what it is? Oh, man, Vape grabbing Butterfly as well.
Dude. Look at that. Look at that. Oh,
I don't even
picked
know where
off.
Clone came from. Man, HK, I'll take that HK every day over the SA-58.
Yeah. And when you hit your shots like that, oh my lord. Heady. See
I
you.
love to see people utilizing this weapon so much more. It is such a good
Bro,
gun. Look at that, just
headshot
really
machine. Look at that.
obliterating Scott, man. It is such an amazing weapon, and Clone is utilizing it perfectly here in round number 3. He's peeking out here, not seeing anybody by the gas taker.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
Ottawa.
grabs it from the side and should have plenty of time to defuse that bomb. This should catch a ride back to Canada here on the plane.
If Clone would have had an inkling as to where Ottawa may be, that would have probably at the very least prolonged that round. But you could tell by the way he was moving around, he's like, I don't know where he is, and I'm not trying to make any movement, like movement sounds. So it's tough. It's tough when you have no information, like from what you've seen or heard, and also your teammates are like, I got nothing. Sorry, homie. But sometimes that's what you got to do, right? You gotta do what you can with the information, and in some cases you have no information. So, but
yeah, and I think that's a fantastic round there just for Clone's confidence. You're coming into this, you're down, it's early on, you're only 3-0. Of course, it's the best out of 3, but just to have a nice little round like that can get you feeling confident, and that might he might be the person that's going to step up here over the next few rounds and motivate his teammates to go ahead and get everything back on track just because you had that round. Also, watching your teammate do that, it's a nice little confidence booster.
indeed.
Oh man, if that had been a frag grenade, those players would have really been hurting right there. Thankfully, it was just a smoke for them. Speaking of that frag grenade, it comes rolling in, dropping Annoy down to 52. That's probably just a little bit annoying for him. He's popping out the AK-47. Can't see anything through this vape cloud that has been dropped here by Vape. Grenade going out. See if we can find anybody sitting over there
Oh,
on that
Scott.
glitch.
Jeez.
Scott banging out Clone and
And just
doubling
like
up
that.
there with the HK. It's auto, finding Annoy and Mirage dropping down Butterfly. It's a 1 versus 5 here. It looks like it's going to be 4-0 in favor of Privilege here in just a moment.
Maybe Mantis can get, I'd say maybe like at least 1. If he's fortunate, he can get 2, and he has bomb near him. So if he gets 2, he can definitely work with it. He has to at the very least try and get bomb. And at this point, the best he can do is maybe get a pick or 2, but he doesn't really seem to have much time. Yeah, it's unfortunate because if you had bomb at that point and you picked off 1, you would have a decent opportunity of getting that bomb on site and defending it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but he didn't have the bomb, and he didn't really have much of like safe area, so he just kind of had to peek angles and just hope that he get maybe like a 2K. But of course, like you mentioned, Jake, 4-0 in favor of Privilege. Unbreakable seeming to be very moldable and pliable right now.
Definitely getting used and abused here early on. Vape opening up, finding Butterfly, breaking those wings. It's Mirage doubled up with the HK of his own, dropping on Annoy and Geneva respectively. 2 players with live here now on the T side. Those men are Clone and Mantis hanging out here by the A site. Mantis is the bomb carrier. He's right here inside of storage. Think about where he's going to go. I would want to push around towards B. Normally it's teams not going A enough, but it's really hard to push this A side, especially with Vape on this cart.
Yeah.
Mantis knows that he's about to pop this
Homie
corner.
knows. He knows.
Well, actually, it looks like he's not there this time. No, he's right there. Smoke grenade going in. He's actually pushed up a little bit more. He's repositioned, trying to play some mind games, and it definitely worked. Mantis is going to decide to get the hell on out of there. I think that's a good decision there on his part. Teammate watching his metal detectors right now, and there you got 47 seconds to work with. Still a fantastic amount of time, but you do need to go ahead and make the decision on which bomb site you want to push to soon. Try to get that bomb plant. I mean, it's a 2v4. It's going to be difficult for them, but it is definitely still in the realm of possibility.
Clone picks up Mirage right there. Mirage was low HP, but still picks him up without taking any damage.
Watching Vape here, he's looking through his connectors. He can easily drop these players to come across. Headshot there on Mantis, and he knows there's 1 player there. Teammate about to back him up as well. It's going to be difficult for Clone down to 5 HP.
That crosshair placement, discipline. Oh, that's top tier right there. That's top tier.
Really, really fantastic. Fantastic play there by Vape. Yo, what's going on, Jackie?
Alrighty. Taking a quick look at the scoreboard right now. We got Vape at 8 and 1 respectively for Privilege. On the other side of things, we have Clone at 5 even for Unbreakable. And ping is actually very, very, like Jake mentioned, we're doing our best to have ping, and location as similar as possible for all the regions, and it seems as if that is indeed the case. So great matchup. Annoy has different he has different plans though. He has different plans. Puts down Vape as Vape was trying to spray and pray through that smoke that was there, but Spoken trying to get that trade. Nothing coming of that. Oh my goodness, he escaped with his life. He escaped with his life. Spoken peeked and again, Annoy homie, you can't do that. You can't do that twice, especially when you slow peek. You cannot slow peek that. If you have already peeked it once and missed your shot or been identified that you were there, you cannot slow peek it. If you're going to peek it at all, you have to like quickly, right? He was laying down, or not laying down, rather crouching, walking. Like you can't do that, especially with the sniper.
100%. Hey chat, poll just dropped here in the YouTube comment section. Go ahead and vote in it. Let us know which team you are supporting. Love that YouTube added that feature. And 6-0 here. Team Privilege. Just cruising along. Vape has no problem keeping his breath. Mirage is right there by his side. 8-3 and 8-2 respectively for both of those players. Scott 7-3. I mean, even Ottawa down here 4-0 and Spoken 3-1. It just looks like players here on the Unbreakable side, they're a little asleep. It's like they're not fully awake yet. I don't know if it's gonna take a couple more rounds, maybe a round flip. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I've watched Unbreakable play before. It just seems uncharacteristic of them. This might be actually the round they're able to take here. 2 men down on each side. Oh man,
He didn't
Mirage
check
just
it?
lined up perfectly, catching Geneva.
Geneva thought he had a free left side over there on the site, but homie peeked and got punished for that negligence there. Let's see, where is Clone? Clone is over. Okay, so yeah, he's low HP, has bomb. The only thing he really has in his favor right now is time. And the fact that the other team doesn't really know where he is. Like you can kind of tell they don't know where he is whatsoever. They're just kind of holding angles, which is the smart thing to do, right? You have the advantage, right? And you have the map advantage as well in terms of, just like the space you have. There's no need to push. No need to push. Even if you have a 6-0 lead, there's no need to push because all the other team needs is one clutch play, one clutch round, and that's a potential snowball, or at the very least, a couple rounds that they may lose. Now, on the other side of things, of course, Clone hoping for that exact same thing. Gets one opening kill over here, unable to get a second one. Mirage cleans that up right there. Very well played.
I don't like going towards the B site if it's a 1v2, 1v3.
Agree.
Too many lines of sight.
Yep.
And, you gotta watch Vape over on that A bomb site because there are some nice head glitches. But I would much rather continue with that head glitch than all the multiple lines of sight that are
Indeed.
on that B site.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he was trying to do like a 200 IQ play there, but yeah, just way too difficult to do. 7-0 privilege, really utilizing their privilege here and looking like. At least right now, they're going to be the winners here.
Scott and Vape annoyed trying to get with that U ratio, putting down some shots, and Util gets one. Actually, Vape takes the L there. This is gonna be. See, I don't particularly like the way Annoy is playing the sniper rifle right now. And there you go. He gets sniped. Jeez,
I don't understand the sniper rifle.
I don't.
I think Manthus' decision to pull the HK here is way wiser.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if you're gonna be playing on the A side. It's a wasted amount of cash because as me as a player, I'm not picking up the ratio. Are you kidding me here? There's way too much action I gotta watch.
And shooting through smokes, like at that point, you're literally just waiting for the smoke to dissipate. That way you can either push or do something, right? If you're still here. If you're not there, then okay, fine. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. And Spoken picks up Mantis. But like if
making his voice heard right there in that nice little 2-piece. It's 8-0 privilege. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No problem, dude. Because like A0, like what else can you say, man? Like they're just getting slapped.
I mean, looking at the scoreboard here, I mean, you got the bottom here: 1-8, 1-8, 2-8, 3-8. Clone 6-8. It just, I don't know. It's weird. It's like Unbreakable isn't all here. Privilege is really rocking their world.
And see,
I don't know. Maybe they used Code Esports Mobile at checkout and got a new shipment of G Fuel in or something, and maybe Unbreakable's still waiting for theirs. I don't know what the case may be.
I agree. Esports Mobile gets you 30% off that order. Go ahead, check it out.
Take advantage of it while you can.
Indeed, bombs down on the A site. This is now a 4 versus 4, all even as some wallbang is coming around over here with Mirage. Nothing connecting that we can see. Smoke is still down, so it's going to be a little bit intimidating if they were to push up onto the site immediately from this backside. Annoy picks up one and actually gets traded out immediately right there as Scott picks up Geneva. And this is now a 3 versus 3 ratio being used by Vape, trying to hold this back wagon. And Mirage. Oh my goodness. He's going to go for the defuse. He's going to do it. And there you go. Cleaned up. Defuse coming in. Yes, it does.
Wow. I mean,
yes, it does. Down to the wire, Jake.
If you're able to win I don't want to jinx anybody, but it's like if you can't win that round right there, it is not looking good for the rest of this round. We're going into even going into the next round, man.
No.
I mean, best of 3, you still got another opportunity here, but if you can't get that round on the board, like damn,
it's incredibly difficult.
Hang, man. Don't. No reason to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like
powerful, I agree, man. That's what you need to try to do. But it's difficult because even when they try to just peek outside and put a grenade over there by the baggage car or the wagon, Vape is right there and gets some fantastic shots.
So it's just small things. Like they get first blood, right? And then they throw bodies. They funnel in, basically. That's what I'm seeing right now. They're funneling in.
Yeah.
So the gun skill may be there, right? And in all honesty, it probably is closer to the even mark. But we're seeing just
Very foolish plays.
very foolish plays by the side of Unbreakable, and it's clearly reflected in the score line as well as the your KD side of things. It's just
I'm missing. Are we not using flashbangs? That's just something I realized.
true. I think I've only seen maybe like
I've only
one
seen a
in
couple flashbangs. I
yeah
wouldn't
towards the
even want- I
beginning
mean,
too, right?
between the snipers and the HKs, or
You got to
or,
use
the
those, yeah,
HKs,
especially when they're
gotta
holding
utilize
wagon or like power positions like that. You're right, Jake. Yeah, you got to utilize your util, and not just
And
the
smoke's
grenades.
Fun, but again, I always say it gives you a false sense of security.
Exactly, it's a false
Oh,
wall.
man. Look at the cleanup here by Privilege. Once again, one play up to live here. It's Annoy trying to be annoying, but it's Spoken making his voice heard from the back of the map, and he drops him. It's 11-0. Privilege looking like they're gonna take this game without breaking a sweat. I mean, I was at
Indeed.
least thinking gonna make Vape pant a little bit, but man, like
He's
good.
chilling.
He's chilling, man.
And of course, folks, we'd like to see, some hardcore competition. And unfortunately, sometimes teams, they crumble from within. Even in the tippity top of professional mobile esports, sometimes that happens, right?
I'm really looking forward to next round. Something just seems off with these Unbreakable players here. Butterfly actually open it up, stinging like a bee here.
Bombs coming down over here on A.
This might be
Three.
the first round for them.
I think so. They have the player advantage. The site is on lock, and actually, one player has the rotation. I think that's Clone, maybe.
What's
Oh no,
Annoy doing?
I don't know. They're watching the same
was-
thing.
Yeah, that was really weird running with the knife back here to watch storage.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I want to be running with my knife. It's like getting caught with your pants down.
They don't have the bomb check. Like, oh, never mind. Clone does.
Oh, man, nice.
Well, that's a crucial pick. This is gonna be the first round on the board, and indeed, it is. Annoying Clone clutching up, getting their first round on the board, coming in to the flip. 11-1 is the round count in favor of Privilege over Unbreakable, coming into this pistol round and side flip. Let's go ahead and
A little too late. I mean, at least it's not 12-0. I mean, if you're gonna make a comeback, you got to do it 11-1. 12-0 is
yeah.
phew, it's a little too tight.
Alrighty.
Leaving too much room for error. I'm curious. I mean, I've seen. I cast it around earlier here on in the tournament. I think it was with Unbreakable, and I was joking like the CT side can't be that much of a big deal for the flip, but it actually made a huge difference going into the CT side. I think it was Unbreakable. I can't remember though.
I mean, I definitely want to see more balls to the wall type of match right now.
Yeah, no, it's like just coasting downhill on a bike right now.
Yeah,
It's,
essentially what it is. And that one round definitely was not a
like that
freebie,
one
but
round, though.
consolation round maybe. We'll have to wait and see though.
Call out here. Yeah, definitely have to wait and see. But hopefully we're going to see something. Just
Vape. Oh my.
life coming back into these players.
Comeback
I know,
season, says Zeno. Snoopy. Hey, I'm hoping for something that goes the distance, and hopefully Unbreakable can deliver. "35 seconds left in this round. Bomb's gonna go down, or everybody has to get wiped out on the CT side." Ooh, Butterfly with a two-piece.
Scott Vape, Butterfly, nice. He's really been clutch the last couple rounds.
Indeed. Bombs down on B. Site is somewhat secure towards the back, but they do have the player disadvantage. And as I say that, well, okay, the turntables have turned.
I mean, between Scott Vape and Mirage, I mean, God, you give those guys an HK or a Deagle, and
Oh, this is beautiful.
It's hard.
Spoken. Look at it, Jake. Did you see that? That is an incredible hold right there. Spoken had Butterfly. Okay, so Butterfly was low HP, but the real genius of that was where the positioning was for Spoken. Spoken was inside the building, hiding behind a chair, watching the cross. So even if let's say he was 100 HP, he had the advantage because he could see the cross, which you have to cross in order to go towards bomb and defuse. So it was beautiful play right there by Spoken. And that's 12 and, well, match point right now. Scott, pick it up one.
Yeah, and at this point, it's we'll see what can be done here. You're already down a man here on the CT side. At Geneva having left, that is not good to see.
No,
I don't know if that's an
definitely not.
accident disconnect, but that is not good for team morale if you're just leaving it around like that and already giving up. Butterfly grabbing a kill there. I mean, your team could easily win this. What are you going to put them at a disadvantage here? I don't know. Butterfly, 7 HP.
And a dream.
Holes in the wings. There's not much you can be able to do against this Hawk.
No,
Of a team.
not. Ooh, I like that.
12 to 1. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be 13 to 1 here. I mean, you got Scott and Ottawa left alive here, and there it is. Scott just finishing off Butterfly. No problems. Cutting open that crystal.
Teamwork, though. I don't know if you saw that. They were holding different angles for the same area. So wherever they got pushed rather, they'd have first shot. That was really nice teamwork right there.
Yeah, I'm incredibly impressed by Privilege's teamwork after that round. It seems like you got a little frustration on the Unbreakable side. Obviously, getting 13 to 1 is going to be frustrating to begin with enough. But I think 13 to 1. But then you have the fantastic teamwork that you have on the side of Privilege. That's also adding another layer of frustration. Because as you said, I mean, they really do have all the angles covered. You this isn't some pub match, man. You can't play
definitely
like
not.
Pub match.
Definitely not. This is, of course, if y'all are just tuning in, an Embers of Victory Critical Ops tournament brought to you by G Fuel Energy Formula, Mobile Esports, and Critical Force. Folks, that was map 1 of 3. Well, best of 3 rather. Map 1 of potentially best of 3. We'll see. If Unbreakable can maybe come alive, or if Privilege will steamroll just like they did first map. Do that in the second map. Of course, map number 2 coming up very, very soon here, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Xeno, Snoopy, a little bit. It might have gone that way. But yeah, it was rough. 13-1. Unbreakable taking the L there. Privilege taking the W. 13-1 on Grounded, folks. And if you haven't heard of something called, is it called? I think G Fuel, right? Yeah, G Fuel.
That's G Fuel, if I recall correctly.
Well, if you haven't heard of G Fuel is this awesome energy formula that you can put into your body, and it will give you amazing flavors in your mouth, and also give you a really, really nice uplift of energy. And well, you can get 30% off your order at gfuel.com if you use our code esportsmobile. That'll help us out over here, bring more and bigger tournaments, and just in more frequency as well. So please do go ahead and consider using our code esportsmobile for 30% off your order at gfuel.com, whether it's a hat, tub shaker, energy crystals, or hydration formula, or anything else in between. Please go ahead and consider
G Fuel underwear, man.
Yeah, G Fuel underwear. That's true. That'd be cool. But yeah, please go ahead and consider using our code esportsmobile for 30% off your G Fuel order. And hey, if you can't get or if you don't want to get any G Fuel now, that's a-okay. Our code does regularly go up to 30%. It just depends on when you go and check out. So stay tuned for that. Hit that notification bell, hit that like button, sub button, and hit that notification bell. That's what it is. Ring that notification bell to be notified when we go live, as well as when our new tournaments are, up and running. But yeah, folks, map 1 Grounded goes to Privilege, 13-1 over Unbreakable. Map number 2 coming up very, very shortly. We do appreciate it, everybody. And thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back. And hopefully we got the game ready. Just waiting on the teams to be good to go, folks. BRB. If you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had, check out. Then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please. All right, folks, we are back. Thank you for tuning in. Tropical Rain is dope. I agree wholeheartedly. Which one was it? Blue Ice. That's what it was. That's Blue Ice. And I can go vouch for Jake too here when it comes to Blue Ice. I think it's one of, if not our favorite, just OG, just old reliable. Always go back to it. Blue Ice. Always get me some Blue Ice at checkout. It's just fantastic. Yeah. It's like a blue slushy. Literally,
yeah, it is. And I love that. It's what I used to drink when I was a kid. But Tropical Rain, first G Fuel flavor I ever tried though. Fun little fact.
Interesting. Okay.
First one I ever. What was your first one?
Mine was peach mango, and that was my favorite for a long time. That was in 2014. It was in 2014, yep. And I remember because that was when Pomage was getting big.
So old,
right? Pomage was getting big back then.
That's right, Black Ops 3, baby. I remember that.
It's been a bit. It's been a minute.
I'm crying right now.
That's like, geez, that's like OG Ops too. Holy.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's crazy. Time flies. Time flies. Yeah. Like,
time really does fly. Yeah.
You youngsters don't realize it, but you will. It'll hit you like a freight train one day. But as I say that, what'll also hit me like a freight train is the team that we are grabbing right now. Rather is Privilege versus Unbreakable. Map number 1 was grounded, and Unbreakable kind of.
They did get hit like a freight train. Didn't
they kind of got hit like a freight train.
Privilege came in and just obliterated Unbreakable. Unbreakable, yes, being a little bit of a new team, but I was not expecting that much of a difference in score. 13-1 on grounded, and like you were pointing out, Crosby, it's like they kept just jumping in the line of fire. These players definitely seemed a little frustrating, especially after Geneva died in the final round.
Just funneling
before
in
the round is actually over. Again, I didn't notice. Maybe I just totally missed it because I am blind half the time. Flashbangs being used properly. I mean, when those players are on carts and they're using sniper rifles and HKs, you gotta use a flashbang. Yes, I love me some smoke, but you can fire through smoke all day long. I mean, I can't say how many kills I've got. I wish they had a stat for kills through smoke clouds. I mean, I have tons of kills through smoke clouds because people, it's like playing hide and seek with a child, 3-year-old. It's like, oh, you can't see me, I can't see you, so I'm invisible. Nobody, I guess, I got an idea where you're at in the smoke. Got to utilize those flashbangs a little bit more. Coming in here though, Plaza being the next map, this should be an interesting one. Especially depending on who starts on the CT side. You can really rack some kills up.
Indeed.
Kills as well as points on the CT side. I mean, if you're Unbreakable, do you want the CT side to start with, or do you want that T side to start with so you get the flip on the CT side? The problem with getting it on the flip, though, is does Privilege go ahead and just beat you over the head like they did in round number 1, and maybe it's 11-1 on the flip, 10-2? Then does the CT side even matter on the flip by the time you get there? But again, on the flip side, you get it on the flip side, you're winning over Privilege, but then Privilege has got the CT side for the rest of the game. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens, who wins the knife round, and who decides on what. Sometimes you can give a prediction, like, if Privilege gets CT side to start with, they're gonna win. I don't know. I'm having a hard time figuring this out.
It's difficult because map and size definitely plays a big, like a massive role in a potential victory or potential loss. But on the other side of the coin, we have what we just saw, and that was not the greatest teamwork poor execution by Unbreakable, whereas Privilege looked like a well-oiled machine, greased up and everything. And we pointed out several times some plays that were just phenomenal. Like Spoken had one that he didn't even have to check bomb or go for the frag on the bomb diffuser. He just had that line of sight, and the player that was trying to defuse, I don't recall who it was, they had to cross in order for that diffuse to come through. And Spoken's just like, hey, I'm just chilling back here. They're probably not going to check this corner anyway, this side anyway, right? So that's a heads up play. And then on top of that, we've seen countless instances of teamwork and clear communication. So like I was saying,
corner where Spoken was at, it was going to be hard
it
to
was
get him off.
incredible, and you were low HP. So like that, all of that just factors in. And like I said, two sides of the same coin, map and side, which side you start off on, but also just how you're feeling and how your previous match went for you. Right?
Well, that's huge what you mentioned that, because you just got kicked in the balls on Unbreakable side. Putting it as plainly as you possibly can. I mean, that's really just what happened.
Yep.
You're gonna be a little uncomfortable coming into map number 2. Probably a little angry too.
You're gonna try and wipe that slate clean. That mental, get your head back on straight.
Easier said than done, though.
Exactly. What you can say is that, but it's not always exactly clear cut and dry like that.
And you have to do that as a competitive player, especially if you just got you just got rocked previous round. It's happened. I mean, it's happened to me. It's like, okay, I just practiced. I'm good. I know I'm not this bad. I just got destroyed.
It happens. No, it happens.
Yeah, it does.
100%.
Yeah, but you got to be able to clean the slate, come in with a clear head at least as much as possible, and be confident in yourself and your team. Not beating up on your team is huge, and not beating up on yourself also. But it'll be interesting to see what happens here with Unbreakable. I'm watching these players just slowly join here and begin to warm up.
Indeed, folks.
Privilege just has the team communication though and coordination.
I agree. Like even if your strats aren't like super top tier or even great, if you have like decent to like great, or even I'd say like decent to good communication, that goes a long way. Like it genuinely does. And most people would agree with us is that you can take that communication and literally use it in most aspects of what you do, including real life, your job, or gaming. Yeah. Right. Especially when you're playing a fantastic tactical mobile shooter like Critical Ops, it's going to be key, very, very key, crucial to have a certain level of communication at this skill level. Right. And if that's not there, that's like the foundation for everything. You don't have communication, homie, good luck. You like individual talent and raw skill can only get you so far, especially when you're on the upper echelon of competition.
Yep. Oh yeah, 100%. And just the discipline that it takes to go ahead, to be Spoken. Again, referring back to that play there, I think it was round number 12. No, I'm sorry.
Probably
13?
I think
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah,
One of the
13,
last rounds.
yeah.
To have the discipline just to sit there in that chair and wait.
Yeah.
While everything was going on, to go ahead and position yourself there and wait. And whether it was Spoken's foresight that did that, or somebody else calling out like, hey, you need to go do this, and then to have the discipline and the trust in your teammates.
One way or the other, exactly. However you slice it worked out because someone, maybe more than one player, made that call in their head or out loud. Either way, it worked out because it was the correct call in that moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is another thing that some players maybe don't understand or don't want to understand, or they don't for whatever reason, right? Is that just because the play worked doesn't mean it was the correct play for that situation, right? You may have just gotten very extremely fortunate or something along the lines of that, but just because it won you the round or won you the match or the gunfight, whatever it may be, doesn't mean it was a correct play, right? And I know it's easy for us to say, we're watching over here and criticizing one way or the other for both teams, right? But when all's said and done, you're making the best decisions you can based on the information given at that moment. And well, sometimes some teams show up a little bit more than others, and like Jake mentioned, sometimes you have bad days where, you know, nothing's working for you. It happens. It truly does happen. And you just got to try and pick yourself up as best you can and shake it off, right? Move on. Keep moving forward, as a certain someone would say. Alrighty, folks. Almost ready over here with the teams being ready. Privilege versus Unbreakable. Map number 2 will be Plaza. Map number 1, of course, going to Privilege very handedly, 13-1. And if y'all are, you know, just joining us now, or, you know, want a quick refresher, the Embers of Victory tournament consists of 2 mini tournaments, so North America, South America, as well as EU and Asia. So we're focusing on NA and SA for this weekend. So I'll go ahead and show that bracket so you guys can kind of see the left and right side of the bracket real quick. Leave it up there for you. And, well, right now, of course, we have Privilege versus Unbreakable map number 2 coming up shortly. The prize pool consists of $1,200 redos in cold hard cash. That's right, folks, $1,200. And that will, of course, be going to the winning team on the NA-SA bracket and $500 to the EU Asia bracket to be split, as well as 100 for second team on each bracket. So that is the 1,200 breakdown. So 500 each for the NA and SA side. So that's 500, and then 500 to EU Asia, and then 100 each for second place on each bracket side. So, you know, that's the breakdown there. If you want to see the full list of the entire, you know, rules, regulations, and all that, go ahead and visit mobileesports.org and make your way over to the Embers of Victory tournament. The prizes also include, and this is the kicker, there will also be a mobile esports emblem, a very, very exclusive in-game emblem, and it's a doozy, folks. You may have seen already seen some players in game have it, and it's a fantastic emblem to have. Of course, very exclusive, as well as 40,000 in-game credits to be split among the winners. G Fuel energy products. So, like we mentioned, please consider using our code esportsmobile for 30% off your order at gfuel.com. Get you some G Fuel goodness, and you know, give us a little kickback. That way, we can pay it forward to y'all in the form of higher quality tournaments, as well as more frequent tournaments. And not to mention, you also get mobile esports credits that are redeemable in our Discord server. And like Jake mentioned earlier, it's a very, very simple process. Go ahead and sign up for Discord, join our Discord server, and you can go ahead and follow the instructions in the bot channel. And like I mentioned, everything can be found on the mobileesports.org website. Folks, knife is beginning already, folks, and I got one more thing for y'all coming up soon. Gonna have to, yeah, a little bit of a teaser, but yeah, we'll save it for just a little bit from now.
Man, Privilege is gonna slaughter. I know we didn't show it on screen here.
I saw that. I looked up, and then, like, you know, 2 seconds later, looked down. Everyone was down.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like Privilege is gonna be starting out here on the CT side. Feeling pretty comfortable starting on the CT side. Go ahead and try to take it up as high as you possibly can go. We are live, folks. Let's go ahead and get on into it.
Alrighty, folks. Starting map number 2 of the Embers of Victory tournament. We have Unbreakable versus Privilege over here. Go ahead and switch up that overlay real quick. And yeah, we'll start off over here with Mantis and crew. There's the gunfights over here. Ooh, Geneva putting down some deagle shots towards, I believe that was B. Checking their corners as they entry over here. Nothing seeming to hit except for Courage, of course. Courage, is that a certain Courage I know? Courage JD. But some trades going in, or rather Unbreakable still at full. Oh my goodness. What was that? That was How was an interesting round. I think Courage got a 4K there. Yeah, he got a 4K, and then Clone picking up that that last straggler there. Unbreakable going up 1-0 early on in this matchup. Map number 2. This is looking very promising because, well, if you tuned in for the earlier map, Unbreakable was only able to capitalize on 1 round, and that was it. So this is already a better start for the series. Courage putting down some shots, takes down Spoken, putting down some more shots. Geneva, but Geneva with the shotty right there, unable to connect with any of those shots in any meaningful fashion. Clone takes one out with his, oh my goodness, Mirage. Mirage also with the shotty, and this should be a done set round for Unbreakable. Only one left, and that will be Scott.
The same team.
I know, right? Like, yeah. Honestly, that mental thing. I think it's a mental thing, and the map, of course, helps. But you know, it's looking like it's a completely different Unbreakable team right now, folks. This is what you want to see.
Shotgun, man.
This is what you want to see.
Yeah, no, it is definitely what you want to see. I'm glad to see there is some life here in Unbreakable. It looks like they have come in with a mostly clean slate and are ready to play here. 2 rounds already, of course, still early on.
That's sub in too. Because Courage wasn't on the lineup.
Oh yeah, you're right. That
it wasn't on the
and
roster.
I mean, that's obviously
For
helping
map 1.
6-0, man.
Yeah, homie's 6-0 going. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
freezing her up 2-0 here.
It's going
Manth
nuts.
is getting a little too aggressive here. Getting dropped early on by Scott. Gonna have to watch him down here a long.
We do see
shotguns here.
We do see a lot of shotgun usage this time around. This is interesting.
Yeah, it is, and it's really a great map, especially on the CD side, to be using those shotguns because you can catch those T players off guard before they get onto the bomb site without that close range play. Ooh, man. Were you watching Geneva?
I wasn't. I was watching Butterfly.
Courage was looking right at Geneva, and then they both turned as the CT player walked out in front of Geneva. It was some FPS timing. They luckily didn't lose their lives to that.
Geneva's at 9 HP.
Yeah, he definitely took a big brooding.
Beating?
I don't know what I was gonna. He took a beating.
Brutal. No, I don't even know. Brutal beating. That's what it is.
A brutal beating. That's it,
I
man.
think,
It's like
yeah.
sometimes I need some more G Fuel. I don't know.
Holy moly. I think Geneva's got the same kind of, not tick, but like mannerism that I do, and I think a lot of people do as well, is that you pull out your pistol, your secondary, or rather your pistol or your knife in between like frags just to get a little bit more speed, and sometimes it can punish you. Like right there, he keeps doing it.
It's man. I worked on that a lot. I used to do it a lot.
Yeah.
You can really. I mean, I can't say how many times I've died from doing that. Just like if you'd had your main weapon pulled out, even you're in the process of getting back to your main weapon, just that couple of frames transition, ooh, it can make you hurt.
It can. It definitely can. And this is something that I'm still working on, of course, but don't run with your knife out. Like, yes, run right here, like off the break and off the rip and all that, but in most other instances, you're not gonna want to run out because players are incredibly knowledgeable and intelligent, and you know, you get caught lacking and you're gonna get punished hard, right? So unless you know like 100% without a shadow of a doubt that you are good to, you know, run with your knife out, you err on the side of caution, you know?
Yep, 100%. Man, I love the shotgun utilization here by both teams.
Yeah. Holy.
Privilege down a man here. A minute left here on the clock. We'll see what Unbreakable decides to do. Bomb is down. Manth is going to pick it up, and B seems... Oh, I take that back. Manth is just going to throw it back out on the ground. Spoken, finding Clone, evening up the body count board here. 4v4. Can we get a little fast-paced action going? Butterfly going to drop down Scott over here towards the A site, and the T's are just taking the sweet all the time. Manthus Checking to make sure nobody's there, and the bed was going to wake them up fairly rudely if they were. Mirage finding to kill their butterfly, going to prevent him from floating around any more flowers, and it seems like this round is going to be going in favor of the CTs here, as they do have the man advantage. They're going to swarm this site. Ottawa taking out Mantis, he jumps out the window, and Spoken finishing off with a nice tune there as he drops down Courage, and it's all tied up 2-2 here, just deleting that little lead Unbreakable had created here on the first 2 rounds.
Indeed. Are we going to see? All right, hold on. Let's take a look at the scoreboard real quick and just kind of analyze how the 2 rounds that we've just seen have gone by. So they've been fairly passive, and they've come down to not the greatest amount of time left in the round. I think Mirage coming up over here with his crew may have the eco as well as the momentum on their side. Let me see where Unbreakable's at right now. Okay, so they're trying to get some more map control. This is actually already a faster pace than we've seen in these past 2 rounds, I believe. So this could, so that's another thing. Switching up your pace, right? If the other team, if your opponent's adapting to your pace, or if the pace that you were setting isn't exactly working out, switching it up is a great way of, yeah, like huge way of, you know, facilitating that that round win and potential match win. Look at Ottawa. Look at this crosshair placement. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, but you gotta hit those shots. You gotta hit those shots. Clone picking him off right there. And there's another one.
Clone.
There's another one.
Between Courage and Clone, the 2 C's here, they might be able to carry this.
CC.
I mean, really, all you need is another player here on the Unbreakable side just to wake up a little bit. Clone, round number 1, or excuse me, match number 1. Some fantastic plays, the SG and HK, and seeing it here.
Oh, look at this.
Towards,
Mantis. Mantis has got it. I think Mantis will be able to get this frag. There you go, Mirage. Not expecting that whatsoever. And Mantis with the heads up play, picking him off and securing his team. Unbreakable. Another round win. They are leading once again 3-2 versus Privilege. So the scoreboard's kind of evened out a little bit. You still have the, you know, the 2 top frags with 7 each on Unbreakable, Clone, and Courage, double C's. But in terms of trickling down, it's gotten better for Privilege, and not so much for Unbreakable. But I mean, at the end of the day, round count is what really matters.
100%.
So we're seeing this smoke over here towards the mid stairs yet again. This is kind of, I think, one of the, you know, just default type of things that you do. You just smoke mid stairs to prevent any, you know, any gunfights from like right off the rip, I guess.
Yeah, nobody popping around mailbox getting a rude line of sight on you.
Yeah. Look at all these like lines of sights, dude. Like they're all holding angles and not giving up. They're not really going forward. But, there you go. There you go. That's all you gotta do. You cannot give up first blood like that and then give it up again. Like not again, but like get 2-pieced.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
you can't do that.
Just to follow up right behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, oh, here's your eggs and bacon coming out at the same exact time at your restaurant, you know.
Yeah. Mantis though gets a nice trade right there. Only down a player now. The thing is, well, 22 seconds in the round, so you're gonna have to run super fast, Usain Bolt fast, Sonic fast, and it's not looking too bright for Courage. Courage with the flick though. Holy Courage, you just not able to clean up, but that flick was insane. Super well played by Courage right there with that nutty flick. Unable to close the round out, but that flick, Jake, holy, I don't know if you caught that, but that was nuts.
No, I did. I just stayed on the stairs. It stayed on the stairs, would have had a better time going against Raj. Probably wouldn't be able to say that SG taken to this round. It sucks because your team's playing. Actually, looks like they went for full buys. Definitely Nico.
Indeed, full buys Nico.
Butterfly. I think Geneva is still disconnected. Yeah, he is. So really, it's only 3 players live
true.
Here. Seems like maybe it's internet issues he's having. That is definitely unfortunate here. Courage pushing up, trying to watch mid. Okay,
Look at
Geneva
that
is back.
flash.
Good job on them for
Fantastic
oh my gosh,
smokes
wow.
and flash, denying that entire right side from Clone and his U ratio.
Where was Mirage at that Geneva got dropped like that? He must have pushed up and was able to look in towards T-spawn.
I believe so, yeah.
That's a play right there. I don't know if Mirage had noticed that and just peeked around. Yeah, that's what he had to have done. Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. He must have realized he was AFK and peeked around. Well played though.
Ottawa might have
fantastic play by Mirage to do
Oh,
that.
never mind. He decides to look at that fan. Okay, so
Oh man,
so Ottawa is. I can't believe this is the same team, because it's 3-3 right now. But Ottawa and his crew are playing level-headed, but they're still losing rounds, and I think that just speaks the volumes of like just difference that Unbreakable and team is bringing to the table, because they're both playing disciplined, you know, some slight errors here or there, you know, pushing when you really shouldn't, getting two-piece, but like the score is still tied. It might change here in a second, but two teams, and as I say that, two-piece again. I think that's at least on this map so far, Jake. I think that's the biggest issue, is that you don't have your head on a swivel and you tend to get two-pieced. Or if you do have it on a swivel, it doesn't matter because you're not paying attention, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, no, this is definitely something I've noticed about Unbreakable. Is it seems like one player gets dropped and somebody comes up right behind them,
Nipping at their
get
heels,
shot
right?
again. Really quick, yeah, exactly. Like really quick. There's no pause or like breath.
Oh,
hoping to catch him
bro.
on the reload.
Did you see that?
I wasn't. I was actually watching
Right off the rip. Right off the rip. Clone got lit to 9 HP, 19 HP. Oh my goodness.
Gotta watch this HK.
And,
Faith
wow.
and Mirage just
Stewie
slaying
2K
with
right there.
With a nice 2K. Finally getting dropped by Courage, who had enough of it, slapping with a deagle. But now you got Mirage you got to work with, and he's going to line up, finding Courage, and he knows what his last player is. He's going to rotate around here, popping out right here
He's
by
going for
T-spawn, looking for
trick
the
shot.
sniper. And he's going to find him, or maybe not. I guess the sniper is moot. I'm watching Mirage. I'm not quite sure. Oh, man. Oh. I've been saying it for a while. If you go back and watch in previous tournaments, HK is, I think, the best gun in the game. You can really do a lot with it. You can do close range. You can do long range. The amount of damage it deals out. I mean, it's kind of like a semi-auto SMG.
Indeed. I agree.
I mean, you can do some close range. I mean, yes, you still don't have the best mobility with it. Like, you know, MP5 is always going to have the best mobility, but you still
Damage
got
can
some
be
good
done.
mobility up close. Yeah, exactly. You know, you're trading off a little bit of extra damage for a little less mobility. It's a fantastic weapon, and you're seeing Mirage just crush it here in this round thus far with it. And I think the HK is almost always a better choice than the sniper rifle. Yes, there's
True.
plays where you want the sniper rifle and maps, but especially on this map on the T side, I don't know. I just feel like the
Oh my.
speaking of that though, Jinx and Mirage.
I'm gonna pick up Clone over here, bro.
Oh, you don't have the voice on
No, I don't.
or tech in the chat.
The
on.
text, yeah. So okay, so we have two snipers on the map right now. We have Ottawa and Clone. They're counter sniping each other, and I would wager that Clone might be able to pick up at least 2 frags if he ends up falling.
Look how close these players are.
That being said, Ottawa has something to say about it. Oh,
Just like we were talking about, man. Players so damn
What
close
are you-
together.
what
Ottawa
are you
finding one
doing?
is gonna grab another one. Look
What
at
are you
that.
doing?
It's like they perfectly timed.
What
It's,
are
it's like a
you
restaurant, man. It's like here's your eggs and bacon and also a plate of tomatoes. Another round
what are
going
you
to the
doing? What?
Like there's no like it's pacing. You called it perfectly earlier. It's like
Well-
there's no like you're not thinking okay, well let me just delay a second to make somebody go okay, like hang on, wait, this is weird. They've been doing this 3-second pace for the last 3 rounds. Now it's a 4-second pace.
What?
You can get them off guard and you can catch them and surprise them. You're not doing that. It's like immediately following up.
Yeah, and to add to that, why you're down a player or down maybe 2 players at that point. I don't recall, right? I was just flabbergasted at the okay, gunfight's going down over here.
Ooh, Manthus staying strong, dropping Mirage with an AK-47 in hand. but some damage has been done here. Manthus down to 21 HP. 3 players alive on each side, though. Bomb is beginning to rotate over here towards the B side, hanging more middle map right now, actually, right outside of T-spawn. Manthus is the one who's feeling confident. He's pushing up here mid-stairs, looking over towards his left, not seeing anybody yet. Gotta be careful. Might have somebody over here by ads. He's checked. Nobody here on the left-hand side. And they're going to push over here towards this B now. Checking his top house. Not finding anybody. Blue apartment is what it used to be called.
Any shotties lying in wait in the corners over here. Shotguns, nope. Mantis though, peeking everything. And see, this is fantastic. Fantastic peeking. You're clearing everything slowly. You do have time. You have to do it properly, otherwise you can get punished. And Vape, yeah, Vape is in a very nice position. Headshot level.
Is he even touching his screen? I don't think he's even touching his screen. I mean, I think he's just waiting here to like press the fire button. He's like, he's just got his fuel shaker in one hand. He's like, okay, fire button. Crosshair isn't even moving. Oh, a little back and forth right there.
You gotta push. You gotta push. You have to push. That's an opening frag they needed. And are they gonna be able to push to the backside? That's a 2. That's 1. 1v1. 5 seconds left. You gotta go for the frag. You gotta go for the frag. No time on the plant. And there you go. Look at that. Played very, very intelligently by Ottawa. Heads up play, not to die in that scenario. And 7-3 round count in favor of Privilege. Crickets or Unbreakable. Crickets, Jake. That's all we've been seeing and hearing right now for these past couple rounds. Privilege looking really mighty nice.
It seems like they've gotten really comfortable on the CT side. Privilege, that is, and they know how to play this. I mean, this is a CT sided map. 100%. And Ottawa rocking that sniper rifle. Still rather have the AK in hand, but you got your teammates to cover that up. There's a 2 versus 3 versus 1. It's all up to Clone here, and there's not much you're gonna be able to do, man. 300 cash, a minute 23 on the clock. You can't save. You got to clutch this up. You need this round. Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be 9-3 on the flip.
I think you're gonna have to play a little bit unorthodox, because you're wash, rinse, repeat right now, right? That's what's going on. You're cycling through basically 3 motions right now. One is rush, one is play passively, and the other one is kind of a mixture of both. So it's like you try and get some map coverage and space, and then play a little bit on the passive side, right? But like maybe send 3 or 4 people towards one side and then plan on the other side. I don't know. You got to do something a little different, because look, it's the same thing that's happening right now.
Yeah. I mean, you got an Ottawa playing here cross. I mean, was you gonna no scope somebody with a sniper rifle?
Yeah. I mean, look at that eye, dude. I wouldn't put it past him with a Sharon gun.
Oh man, that's what I'm saying, man. Unbreakable needs to work with the SA-58, or need to pull out the HK. You're coming on this
like those angles. You should be, if you have a sniper rifle, those angles, especially those far ones that Ottawa was undoubtedly supposed to be checking, you should check aiming down sight and slowly if you're going to be pushing up, right? Because otherwise, the weapon of choice, as long as it's not a sniper, you're probably going to lose that gunfight if the other player is watching you, right? So,
yeah, 100%.
And that's what happened. Clone picked him up.
Like, he just sits in a corner and has perfect crosshair placement, and you can pop around the corners, boom.
Yeah. Yep.
That's, ooh.
Boom, boom.
Privilege open it up here. Spoken it, dropping down. Geneva grenade coming in, going to soften a player up there. 2 men already down here on the Unbreakable side. It looks like the first round on the T side is. Do you see how they're playing here? Really baited that B side hard. Now they're rushing over here quickly towards head A, just like you were talking about. Yep. Switching the pace up a little bit, not being as predictable. You got that A site totally open now. You killed 2 players over towards B. You forced a player who's watching A to come over towards B because they thought you were coming. Bombs implanted, and you can just go ahead and clean them up.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that's the first round right off the bat, and they're already like in that mindset. Yep. That's crazy. That's good for them.
And his headshot. I mean, the guy's got some incredibly impressive control. crosshair positioning. I
Yeah,
did a
definitely.
headshot montage back in MC5, and doing that really practice just getting headshots. Obviously, this guy's, I guess, has been
Crosshair
doing the
level, dude.
same.
Crosshair level. It's
Yeah,
all
it
about
is
crosshair level and positioning.
huge.
Yeah.
It is really paying off for him here. 10-3. Courage has disconnected. Hopefully, we'll be coming back here in just a second. Now it's a 4 versus 5 essentially. Well, he's back just as I said that. Now it's a 5 versus 5. Should be back into it. Privilege just looks great here. SA58 in the hands of Vape. That's going to be deadly to contend with. It looks like a couple other
Oh boy. This is looking. Oh, the shotgun. Bombs down though. Bombs down. Sights full control. And they're trying to knife him. Ottawa going for the knife. Is he gonna be able to get it? No. Mantis says, "Hey, you're not taking me out."
dead.
Yep.
I think it's almost better to pull out an SA58 than an AK-47 here in this match.
I feel like it may be. I agree. Especially if your head is like your headshot. If you're not hitting your headshots, then yeah, I'd say yeah. And like you were mentioning, it's just
something else I've noticed on Unbreakable is should have been using a couple different guns. I think earlier on, SA58 being one of them, HK as well instead of the AKs, SGs, and Clone pulling out the sniper rifle over and over and over again. I mean, why don't you go ahead
put it
and
away
save
now.
some cash and buy an SA58 or HK? You can. I mean, why don't you throw somebody a couple frag grenades to utilize?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's like we mentioned before, Jake. It's your team's money, your team's cash pool.
Yep.
It's not yours, right?
Yeah.
And the way, and I assume you see it as well, is do what's best for your team and what could get you further ahead in the match and in the game, right? I don't know. Not everyone feels the same way, but either way, Mirage does, and Homie G is cleaning up.
Yeah. Match point here.
All right, folks. Well, barring some sort of the switch being flipped or something on the side of Unbreakable, it is looking as if it's going to be a 2-0 series win for Privilege in this semifinals. I don't know. Match point. Privilege.
I don't know who it was, but I think maybe it was Clone who had pulled out. Somebody last round just pulled out the M4. Why not the SA58?
Clone. Yes, true. Yeah, you're right.
I forget what it was. It's like, again, it's like they don't want to use what the. I mean, looks like they're finally using it now. But you've been having Privilege dominate you with the SA58 and HK. It's because of the high accuracy and high damage.
Yeah, return the favor.
You have to be accurate. You have to hit your shots. You miss your first shot with that, it can make you pay for it. You don't have the spray control like you do with the M4 or AK, and I'd rather have the burst.
Yeah, true. Because at the very least, you can't take them out. You damage them a lot more.
Yeah, I know. Clone, utilizing SA58, doubling up here in Spoken Auto, getting him dropping it down. Scott can open up and down Geneva. A little battle going over towards the A site, and the CT's gonna stay alive for one more round.
Quick look at the scoreboard over here. We got Clone going 19 and 20, about to break that 20 bomb. If he can get one more frag on the other side of things, we have Mirage at 16 and 8, nearing that 20 bomb as well. Ottawa close as well, 15 and 8. Courage started off hot. Not so hot now.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, Geneva 2-15, Butterfly 5 and 15.
Yeah, that's rough. And
it's like tying some rocks to your weight and jumping into the deep end of the pool. It's hard to keep swimming the entire day.
Not impossible, but like you mentioned, JP, it's
just
hella hard.
Yeah,
it's hella hard, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not no Navy SEAL, man.
Interesting.
I'm watching Scott here with the sniper rifle with an hand, the bomb as
yeah,
well.
Like the amount of never mind.
They're having a little fun right now here.
Yeah, they're just
you can't. I mean, you look at the score count. You can't have a little fun.
You can, if they're not careful, it can definitely,
Agreed.
But I think just the way they've been playing the rounds, they can afford to not just
the quick
for the eco, but
you are watching Scott.
Yeah.
The quick scope.
I'm waiting for a quick scope from Scott. Oh, brother. Well, Jake,
Unbreakable just unloading on it. But again, it's those SGs and AUGs they're really wanting to use.
I was really hoping I'd get at least one quick scope from Scott there, but
We're gonna get it. I know. I thought we were gonna get it.
yeah. I mean, I'm happy that Unbreakable still has some life. You know, you poking that that roadkill on the side, and it's still alive, and hopefully
Hey, can you
blossoms
keep
into an
puppy-
amazing butterfly, and we
Yeah.
get something more than 5 rounds.
Yeah, I think that's better than mine now. After kicking the puppy enough to turn it into a wolf.
Oh yeah, we're not kicking any puppies today, Jake, or ever.
Mantis using that HK.
Look at
quite
this.
effectively
6
there.
rounds now. They're
Finally.
about to get their 6th round. Fantastic.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Scott here, I don't know where he came from. Given the call, he's over here in CT going that shotgun long range. It really wasn't even long range, more medium to close. I'm not gonna get it.
Okay, so Courage and Crew, they're flush with cash. Ottawa and Crew are still, they can buy, but it's a little less comfortable than they'd hope. So they should be a full buy round for both teams, is what I'm trying to get at. But it's a lot more comfortable with.
They're all going snipers here. Yeah, they're all,
Yeah,
no,
I think I saw at
most
least
of these players are
one.
going snipers.
Ottawa's
There's 2 snipers.
Ottawa
Jeez, man,
and
that's a volley of shots.
Mirage.
All the brass on the floor.
Yup.
Trying to push his B side here, thinking about it, taking their time. See what the CTs are going to do here. Ooh, Geneva going to open it up, drop it down. Mirage, we'll see if we can follow up with another kill. There's a difference between privilege and unbreakable. I feel like if that had been a privilege kill, there would have been another unbreakable player.
Look at that.
Geneva. Again, another kill there on privileged player Ottawa. Correct. Positioned here by the recycling bin, watching his mid.
It's like Geneva and it has like, you have your crosshair placement there. All you got to do is react, dude. And it's even easier when they're slow peeking you. And that's the basics, right? Geneva's getting it down perfectly, right? Bombs down. I believe it is B. Indeed, it is 4v2. And smoke's being placed over here towards the spawn. But back to basics, I guess, and it seems to be working out very, very well for Geneva and Crew. One player left alive towards the back. That is Spoken, almost able to get that 4K. Almost able to get that third
close,
too.
but I thought he was gonna get it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're like last alive and you have to try and clutch, and you're on a roll. You get 2, and then the third one just
when you're gonna
cuts
clutch
you down.
You get that gut feeling.
You get that gut feeling, yeah. Unless it's like
it is.
It's like some unfortunate something that goes against you. You get that feeling. It's like, oh, you just run with it. And it's a fantastic clutch feeling. It really is.
Yeah, but it's like the times I have clutched. I'm not trying to talk like I'm a big badass or whatever, but when I know like I'm gonna do it. Like there's just a gut feeling of like this is it. I'm gonna clutch it. I'm not even worried about it.
It's that confidence
It's
that
weird.
you've built up.
There's a weird confidence with like the universe is telling you like, yeah, we got this. We look 12 seconds into the future. You're good. We're giving you the good feeling here. It looks like this could be the final round. Clone 1 versus 1 here. It's Clone v Mirage. He's got the better angle, and I'm the Og here. Looking down, he's going to have to pop the reload. Unfortunate situation to be in right here. Oh, man.
Less
Clone's
HP,
just
though.
going right by him. Less HP. Clone's got the angle on him, but it just
Clone.
teamed in this.
Holy
Like you say,
moly.
you gotta be careful with the trolling. You gotta be careful with the trolling. It starts to snowball.
It starts to, especially when you purchase weapons that are high value, right? So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's like you say, Jake, the fine line between confidence and cockiness.
Yep.
Right. And I mean, Unbreakable looking like they're down to exploit that that line. That privilege is seeming to blur.
Those across. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see it. It looks like they're dialing it back a little bit, and they're beginning to feel the heat that's coming up here. You can't get too many more rounds.
Mantis. I like the skin.
One of the privilege having now opted to go for AK-47s. It looks like said the SA-58s, SG in the hands of Vape and Scott, but it seems. Oh, take it back. Spoke 3 players SG, 2 AKs.
Mantis. Holy, pulling out them X23 claws and just shredding with two headies right there.
Like, this should have been wrapped up. I mean, if you're on the side of privilege, it should have been. You got to be very happy if you're on Unbreakable side right now. Thanks, guys. Thanks for screwing around. You give us an opportunity to get some cash and a little bit of confidence. Raj trying to bait out Mantis. Mantis staying.
They don't know where he is.
Disciplining Courage, taking advantage of it. Oh, he just hits Mantis. Ooh.
Bro, look at that hold. That is a top tier hold. Mantis picking up 2 early frags and then picking up that last one while his teammates just watch the angles and do work, putting on an absolute clinic right now. 9 rounds for the side of Unbreakable, and it's looking ever so possible for the reverse sweep for this map. We'll have to wait and see how that unfolds, folks.
All you got to do on the privilege side is just pull out some SA58s and the HKs and sweep them up like we have for the previous 12 rounds that you won.
Yep.
I'm just saying that's what's been working, and it's like
no, you're right.
Now we're not using that. We got AK-47s and SG.
You're right. You have
like,
some cushion rounds, but like you said, Jake,
man,
pull
it's getting a little weak,
pull
man.
it up.
I mean, you've been losing some weight here. There's not a lot of cushion left.
It's very thin, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Padding's thin. Nothing really going on. It's just holding angles. And that's usually either very good or very bad because it depends on if you're getting pushed. And well, Scott says, "Hey, those are my angles. You can't have them." And look at that, just running and gunning with the squats right there, bench, or rather squatting 250 right there. Holy. Run it up there, fam squad. Alrighty. Should be a bomb plant on B. Unless Courage and crew.
Where did Mantis come from?
Wait, what? Was he just chilling?
He just like coming out of the walls like a.
Yeah, because
Just came out of the upside
I
down.
thought
or something, man. What the heck?
that looked like a basically free bomb site.
Yeah. Wow, Mantis really waited there. I don't know if he did that on purpose or if he fell asleep for a second or who knows. Maybe he was shaking himself.
Oh,
I
Ottawa gets
catch a
one.
butterfly off guard.
It's two. Oh my goodness. Running out of steam is Unbreakable. Privilege closing out that map 13-9 as his crew Ottawa doing the dirty business right there and getting that victory. Moving on to the finals of the Embers of Victory tournament, folks. That was a doozy, Jake. That was a doozy.
That was fun.
I agree. I think it was 3 rounds. That's when the comeback kind of started.
Yeah, round number 3 there, or not round number 3.
3-12.
Round number 15 is when it was 12-3.
Yeah,
and we got 6 rounds there. Yeah, you start screwing around. You got to be careful when you start screwing around.
Yeah,
I've seen it happen so many times. You start screwing around a couple times. Everybody buys sniper rifles. Ha ha ha.
having some fun. Which
frag grenades. Yeah.
you know,
And then all of a sudden you lose, and you go to round number 3. Match number 3. That is.
You find
best out of
yourself
3 series, and then
Yeah.
you lose. I have seen that happen.
it does.
You gotta
It
be
does,
careful.
and it's because you goof off, and we've all been guilty of that, goofing off,
100%.
and just we were gonna steamroll this team, and then it's like, wait, what happened? You're like scratching your head, like, bro, we should not have done that.
Yeah.
Right. For the privilege's sake, they got bailed out. Basically, they composed themselves and went back to how they were playing before, holding those angles, holding those sights, and overtaking when needed. And I don't recall who it was. It might have been Scott. Homie G was running up like Rambo, just
I think it was
annihilating people. He ran out mid, or rather right side stairs, going up to A, and Homie was thirsty and he got fed and the whole shebang, like you were saying, Jake. He got his bacon and eggs and the full meal.
Played tomatoes, man.
Yeah, Homie G did indeed, folks. If you're just tuning in right now, Privilege takes this match up and takes the W against Unbreakable 2-0. Embers of Victory tournament. They are moving on to the finals. And you will see the breakup, or rather the bracket right here. Of course, the bracket would reflect on the mobileesports.org website. Unbreakable, unfortunately for them, taking that L. Very valiantly fought on the second map. Of course, 9-13. Privilege moving up. And we'll have to wait and see who will take the next W to face them off. Underestimated versus Evil Vision. We'll have a quick preview of that. Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back and get some more Critical Ops info and cool stuff. BRB. If you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had, check out, then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please.
For tomorrow.
Alrighty, folks. So this is the Embers of Victory tournament. Quick little breakdown for the tournament. I will be showing you guys the promo for tomorrow's match in just a quick second here, folks. But yeah, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back indeed. Privilege taking the W over Unbreakable there in map number 2. The poll that had been posted for which team was everybody supporting just finished 68% going with Team Privilege, Unbreakable 31%. Towards end of map number 1, though, it was a little closer. Probably some people got some votes in there as the game was ending. But yeah, it seemed about 20% extra going in favor of Team Privilege. Just was definitely favored coming into this. Congratulations to them on the W. Well fought there by Team Unbreakable. Needs to go back to the welding shop, though, and try to get some things sealed up there.
Indeed, folks. And here you go. Underestimated versus Evil Vision tomorrow.
Yep.
And
1:40 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry, let me cut you off. 1:40 p.m. Pacific. Underestimated versus Evil Vision. Best of 3. First map will be Plaza. I'm looking forward to this one. This one should be fun. Both fantastic teams, just as the two teams that played today. Really, really looking forward to this round. Chat, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, turn on the notifications, okay? Make sure they're turned on. Go to your phone and make sure they're turned on, because the new iOS update with the focus modes, notifications kind of get crazy. I've been dealing with that. I've had to respond to some friends who have been like leaving unread for 4 or 5 days because of the new focus modes.
Yep.
Also, feel free to follow us on social media. Links are in the video description down below. That's really honestly the best way to get notified when we're live, is either on Twitter, Instagram, and or Discord.
Yes, indeed, folks. Stay tuned. And yeah, it's a little sneak peek that we got for y'all today. Critical Ops King of the Arena is back. Season 4. Season 4,
shout out to
yo.
anybody that remembers OG King of the Arena. If you were here for OG King of the Arena, let us know down in the comment section. Are you that old? Are you sitting here with Crosby and I being that old?
Oh my goodness. But yeah, King of the Arena Season 4 for Critical Ops.
Can't wait.
Registration opens on Monday.
This Monday, folks. That's gonna be the 15th. Monday, the 15th. Registration will open. Join the Discord server if you're interested. I've seen some people asking, how do I get involved? Join the Discord server. You can find a team. There's literally a chat to find a team, or a channel to find a team. Get in there. Go ahead and get registered. Find a team so you can go ahead and register with your team for the King of the Arena tournament Season 4. This one is going to be fun. Really, really looking forward to it.
Yes, indeed. And of course, there will be a cash prize, $1,000 dues for the King of the Arena Season 4. for Critical Ops. So go ahead, like Jake mentioned, sign up. Registration opens up Monday, and we will see you there. Quickly, just reiterating everybody that, go ahead, sign up on Monday. King of the Arena Season 4, as well as we have our matchup for tomorrow. Underestimated versus Evil Vision. And of course, that'll be at 1:40 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So go ahead and do the time conversions for whichever location, or rather time zone, you are in. 1:40 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, Sunday. We'll see you here, folks. Underestimated versus Evil Vision. Can't wait for it. I hope that we have a fantastic semifinals for the other side of the bracket. With that being said, folks, I believe that concludes our stream for today. Jake, you got any final words?
Congratulations once again to Privilege for taking the W over Breakable. Well played to both teams. Looking forward to seeing you all here tomorrow in chat at 1:40 p.m. It's Underestimated versus Evil Vision. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Hope you do enjoy the rest of your evening or morning, depending on where you're located. Peace.
Take it easy, folks. See you next time. 1:40 p.m. PST. Tomorrow. Be here. I know we will. Take it easy. Peace.